With Dogecoin pumping, it's time we get these mini box miners plugged back in. What is going on, miners, and welcome back to the Hobbyist Miner channel. Well, in the last week, Bitcoin almost hit its all-time high once again. And with that, a boatload of the altcoins have followed suit. Dogecoin hitting right at that 20-cent mark, which is insane. Thinking back, it's been 2 years or more since we actually saw Dogecoin break that 70-cent mark. And well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited. I've been building a bag of Dogecoin over the bear market, and I'm really hyped to get more miners plugged back in, but it hasn't made sense. Something like the Mini Doge Pro here. I've had a boatload of my Goldshell box miners, my L3s, my X5s, just sitting around collecting dust because it hasn't made sense. But is it time to get these plugged back in? So in today's video, we're gonna have a little fun. Is this going to be the most profitable thing out there and the most efficient thing out there? Absolutely not. But I'm excited to get more of my mini box miners plugged back in and to see how much Dogecoin and how much Litecoin we realistically could make right now in the beginning of March. So let's take a look. Today's video is sponsored by the team over at asicmarketplace.com. With crypto mining hardware prices dropping, it's critical to find an online store you can trust with your ASIC purchases. The team at asicmarketplace.com has you covered with some of the most competitive pricing on the market. No matter what brand you're looking for, ASIC Marketplace has it. To name just a few: Bitmain, Goldshell, WhatsMiner, IB-Link, iPolo, Jasminer, and many more. There are no surprises with ASIC Marketplace. The price listed on their website includes shipping. Imagine that. Finally, ASIC Marketplace takes the buying experience to the next level by accepting cryptocurrency as payment directly on their store. Go check out ASIC Marketplace today via the link in this video's description down below, as well as save $110 at checkout with discount code THEHobbyistMiner. I feel like we're going through a museum tour right now, but let's go ahead and take a look at what we're going to be powering up today. So we have 1, 2, 3 of the original mini Doge miners. I remember when these things came out, guys, and it was like, they were like $500 each, and they sold in like no time at all. And you know, you'd hear the announcement on Goldshell's Twitter or email, everybody would rush to the website, and then these things would sell out super quickly. So for those of you guys not familiar with these, just joining the crypto mining scene, these are mini box miners. They're a little simple 6-pin, they have an Ethernet port and wireless. And the wireless is really what has made these really nice, especially through like fall and winter times. You can plug them in and, you know, with heat in different rooms, and it's worked out really well, especially with the wireless. Now, these are several years old. We've had them sitting around. I'll be very curious if all of them actually work. This one is more of a, we'll call it a special edition one. It has RGB fans in the front, which made these really high demand. They only did a certain amount of these. And this is the Voscoin edition, more specifically the Tails edition. We flip it around, we can see there's the Voscoin logo and details. If you guys aren't familiar, Voscoin is a well-known crypto mining YouTuber. He partnered with Goldshell last bull run, and he made a number of these units. And I was super excited to get this, honestly, because of the RGB. Then following suit, Goldshell came out with this guy, the Mini Doge Pro. It looks no different, but is black and does a little bit more hash rate on it. Then actually during this bear market, I was really surprised, but Goldshell came out with a Mini Doge 2. It was significantly more watts, a little bit more horsepower. These things got super hot. Did require 2 6-pins, Ethernet, and unfortunately this one, no wireless. We then have another Mini Doge 2, same exact thing. This one is wired as well, but has a fancy little decal on the side. Goldshell kind of went away from the engraving, I think probably because it was too expensive, and went to just a simple decal. And then more recently, they went with a Mini Doge 3, cranking up the horsepower a little bit more. Same watts or so and the same power connections on the front here. This one is not wireless either. So that's kind of our museum tour of our Goldshells. Now, we did in the last bull run acquire a Bitmain Antminer L3. We put HiveOS on this and kind of cranked this sucker up quite a bit. Pretty typical design for L3, nothing too special. You know, you could really get any of the L3 submodels. This one's the 580, and you could go ahead and put the HiveOS firmware on it. I have a full video on that. If you guys are interested, I'll link it directly down below. And then this guy. So this guy is a little bit, I'd say, rarer. You don't hear about it too often. The Goldshell X5. And no, this isn't the Bitmain X5, the new CPU miner. This is the Goldshell X5. This thing's got some time behind it. So it pretty much was the competition for the L3. And the X5, very similar. I have a full video on both of these units if you're interested, comparing them. These are a lot harder to find. They use a lot more watts. This thing's like 1400 watts or something crazy. And it does about 850 mega hash when it comes down to the hash rate. All of these guys are Dogecoin and Litecoin miners, something called Scrypt miners. Scrypt pretty much is what it actually mines, but then we get paid out in Doge and Litecoin at the exact same time. Now, my other two units that you don't see here, I have two L7s. One is on full hash rate mode and one is on low power mode. And that pretty much is all of my Scrypt miners here. So my game plan is to put everything on Unminable. And if you guys aren't familiar with Unminable, you can mine to this pool and then pick the coin you want to get paid out in. So I'm going to pick Dogecoin. Now you might be like, wait, what? You just said you get paid out in Doge and Scrypt with those miners. You do. But the nice thing is that Unminable, you will mine to their pool and it will flip the Doge, of course, you'll get paid out in, but it'll flip the Litecoin into Dogecoin for you, so you get fully paid out in Dogecoin. So here's a great example. If I come in here now, look at workers, we can see I have two workers here, one at full hash rate, which is the L7, and one at low power mode. It is paying me out right now in all Dogecoin, no Litecoin. It's going to go ahead and flip it and go and pay you out entirely. That's kind of the nice thing about Unminable. It'll do all of that for you, which is really convenient. So what we're going to do is we're going to get paid out in all Dogecoin, because I'm going to be honest with you. I'm more interested in stacking Dogecoin, as I think Dogecoin will have more potential to balloon than Litecoin. All right, so here's our plan. So we're going to use HP server power supplies. These are 1200 watt units, and we're going to use breakout boards. And then we're going to use the Veteran Miner cables. We got a boatload of different custom cables in here. We're going to use these to then go directly from the breakout boards to the back of these units. I've kind of gone away from your traditional yellow and black cables. I put more trust and faith in these custom cables. If you guys are looking for cables, go over to theveteranminer.com and you guys can get some of these 6-pin or 8-pin custom cables, which is really convenient. All right, well, you guys get a nighttime view here. Let's head inside the shed. Take a look. Not the prettiest, but it'll work out well. So take a look. We moved out some, disconnected a few ASICs for some testing here with our Scrypt miners, but we got everything to fit. So let's take a look here from right to left. Our Bitmain Antminer L3 plugged in and hashing away. Our Goldshell X5. We then got our stack here of our Mini Doge 2s and 3s, as well as our Mini Doge Pro, all with the, look at these, huge shout out to the Veteran Miner, all wired into our HP server power supply. And then we also have some of that split into another HP server power supply with our red side. And check it out, we got our small box miners in here. Look at that Voscoin one going with that RGB. Man, maybe someday it'll say the hobbyist miner. Watch out, Voscoin. All right, so while we wait for our miners to get up to full hash rate, let's talk shop. Is it worth it for you to go out and purchase any of these box miners? No. Even as a home miner, these are making cents per day, possibly based off of your electric rate. And just better miners have come out in the meantime. And as the last 2 to 3 years, those box miners have just gotten worse and worse and worse. And it's not because they've performed worse, it's because the mining technology has advanced significantly. The hash rate to watt ratio has gotten significantly better. Even the L7 right now, while it is still a powerhouse, is still older technology. And any new, like an L9 miner that comes out is really going to make the L7 obsolete. So, curious what you guys are doing with your gold shell box miners. I'm going to wait till the bull run and see if I can make an extra $1 off of them during the height of the bull run. Probably going to be my last opportunity to sell these units. All right, guys, it's been a few hours and we are up and hashing, and we are just shy of 19 gigahash script mining on Unminable. Taking a closer look at our workers, you can see we have 7 box miners. We have 1 L3, 1 X5, and 2 L7s. If you guys are interested in getting your rig set up on Unminable and you have any questions, feel free to stop in the Discord and ask away. The community is very helpful and very welcoming to new miners. I'll put a link directly down below to the Hobbyist Miner Discord. If you are looking to use Unminable, I have a code, a referral code, and it'll actually save you on fees. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So when you're setting up your miner, if you use the referral code Hobbyist, it'll actually take your fees down to 0.75, which is amazing. So when you're setting up any one of your miners, you can, at the very end, when you put in your miner address, you then just put the pound hobbyist, HOBBYIST, and that'll go ahead and save you and knock down that fee just a little bit more, because honestly, every crypto counts. All right, guys, so that's going to wrap things up for today. As I said before, this video was not only for fun, but was also to educate you guys about what you can do with your script miners and Unminable. A lot of people don't even realize that you can use it to, well, stack even more Dogecoin. What do you guys think? You guys think we're going to hit $1 during this bull run for Dogecoin? Leave a comment down below. Love to hear about your Dogecoin story.
Are high energy rates cutting into your crypto mining profits? Introducing Terra Hosting, your solution for first-class, hassle-free crypto mining. At Terra Hosting, we specialize in hosting services tailored for GPUs, ASICs, and AI machine learning. Say goodbye to skyrocketing electricity bills and noisy, heat-producing hardware. Our unique service offering combines low electric rates with a community blockchain-oriented data center, while ensuring your equipment stays safe and secure. With Terra Hosting, you simply set it and forget it. Contact us today to learn more and get answers to all your questions. Terra Hosting, trust as a service.